Ever wondered how to get the best out of technologies like ChatGPT and other generative models? Well, the answer lies in an artful technique known as prompt engineering. Prompt engineering, to put it simply, is the craft of designing the inputs or prompts that we feed into AI models, specifically generative ones. To visualize, imagine you're having a conversation with an AI. You're not just throwing random words at it, right? You're giving it a specific prompt, a question or statement, to which it responds. Now, why is this important, you might ask? Well, the quality of responses from an AI model is heavily influenced by the quality of the prompts it receives. A well-crafted prompt can guide the AI to produce more accurate, relevant, and even creative outputs. Think of it as giving directions. If you're vague, you might still reach your destination, but it could take a lot longer, and you might not end up exactly where you intended. But with clear, specific directions, you're more likely to arrive precisely where you want to go, and in a more efficient manner. The potential benefits of effective prompt engineering are plentiful. It's not just about getting the right answer from an AI, but also about how quickly and efficiently it can produce that answer. It can make the difference between an AI that seems almost human in its responses and one that struggles to understand even basic instructions. Whether you're a developer working on the next big AI project, a researcher studying AI behaviors, or simply an enthusiast looking to get the most out of your AI interactions, understanding prompt engineering can be a game changer. It's a tool that can help you unlock the full potential of AI technologies, turning them from simple answering machines into intelligent systems capable of complex thought and interaction. So if you're intrigued about this powerful tool, stay tuned as we delve into the world of prompt engineering. To understand how to employ prompt engineering effectively, we first need to grasp the science behind it. Let's start with the basics. Generative Pre-training Transformer, or GPT, is an artificial intelligence model that's been trained on a large volume of text data. It's designed to generate human-like text based on the input or prompt it's given. But how does it do that? Well, GPT and other generative models operate on the principle of predicting the next word in a sequence. They've been trained on countless sentences, so they've learned the patterns and structures of language. When you give them a prompt, they use this training to predict what comes next. It's a bit like a very advanced game of fill in the blanks. Now, the fascinating part is how these models respond to prompts. The model doesn't understand the prompt in the way we humans do. It doesn't comprehend context or meaning. Instead, it uses the prompt as a starting point to generate a sequence of words that statistically follows the pattern it's learned from its training data. This is where the magic of prompt engineering comes in. By carefully crafting the prompt, we can guide the model's output in a specific direction. It's like steering a ship by adjusting the sails. We're not controlling each wave or gust of wind. That's the model's job, based on its training. But we can influence the general direction we're heading. So how do these models generate responses? Once again, it comes down to statistics and patterns. The model uses its training to predict the most likely next word, then the next, then the next, creating a chain of words that forms a coherent response. But remember, it's not perfect. It's making educated guesses, and sometimes it might surprise you with its creativity or even its mistakes. That's part of the fun and the challenge of working with these models. With this understanding, we are now ready to explore how to craft effective prompts. Now, on to the main event, how to do prompt engineering effectively. The first step towards effective prompt engineering is clarity. Think of your prompt as a roadmap for your AI. It should be direct and to the point, leaving little room for interpretation. The more specific and clear your prompt, the better the results. For example, instead of asking a model to write a story, you could ask it to write a suspenseful short story about a detective in New York. See the difference? Speaking of specifics, it's not just about what you ask, but how you ask it. Changing the style of your prompt can significantly impact the output. For instance, instead of asking an open-ended question, try a more guided approach. Ask your AI model to list 3 reasons why, or explain the concept of in simple terms. These types of prompts give the AI a clearer direction and can often result in more focused responses. But don't just stop at one style. Experiment with different prompt styles to see what yields the best results. You might find that a conversational style works best for some scenarios, while a more formal, direct style works better for others. The key is to keep testing and experimenting. Now let's talk about iterative refinement. This is where the real magic happens. Iterative refinement is the process of refining your prompts based on the responses you get from the AI model. Think of it as a feedback loop. You give a prompt, the AI gives a response, and then you adjust your prompt based on that response. This iterative process allows you to fine-tune your prompts and get even better results. Another effective strategy is to use explicit instructions. If you want your AI to generate a certain type of response, don't hesitate to state that explicitly in your prompt. For example, you could say, write a concise and persuasive argument in favor of renewable energy. By stating your expectations clearly, you help guide the AI towards the desired output. Lastly, don't forget to be patient. Effective prompt engineering is a skill that takes time to master. You might not get the results you want right away, and that's okay. Keep refining, keep experimenting, and most importantly, keep learning. You'll get better with each iteration, and before you know it, you'll be a prompt engineering pro. Remember, practice makes perfect. Don't be afraid to experiment and iterate with your prompts. It's a journey, not a destination, so buckle up and enjoy the ride. As with any skill, there are common pitfalls to avoid in prompt engineering. Firstly, one common mistake is using vague or ambiguous prompts. Precision is paramount in prompt engineering. If your prompts are unclear or too broad, the AI might not understand what you're trying to achieve. It's like asking someone to draw you a picture, but not specifying what you want in the picture. You might get a sketch of a sunset when you were hoping for a portrait. So, make sure your prompts are precise and specific. The second common mistake is not testing prompts thoroughly. It's tempting to write a prompt and then immediately deploy it, but this can lead to unexpected outcomes. Picture this: you've crafted what you believe to be a perfect prompt, only to discover later that it leads the AI down a rabbit hole of irrelevant responses. To avoid this, always test your prompts extensively in a variety of contexts. This way, you can ensure that the AI produces the desired output consistently. Thirdly, many people forget to refine their prompts based on the model's performance. Remember, prompt engineering is an iterative process. If the AI isn't responding as you'd hoped, don't be afraid to tweak your prompt. It's like baking a cake. If it comes out too dry, you add a bit more liquid next time. In the same way, adjusting your prompts based on the AI's responses is a key part of optimizing your results. Lastly, avoid overcomplicating prompts. While specificity is important, overly complex prompts can confuse the AI. It's like giving someone directions to your house, but including every single possible turn and landmark. They'd probably get lost. Keep your prompts simple and to the point. In conclusion, mastering prompt engineering involves avoiding these common mistakes. Using vague prompts, not testing thoroughly, failing to refine prompts, and overcomplicating them. By avoiding these pitfalls, you can significantly improve the effectiveness of your prompt engineering. You might be wondering, where can I apply these prompt engineering skills? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the practical applications of prompt engineering in the realm of AI and generative models. One of the most exciting applications of prompt engineering lies within creative writing. You can use generative models like GPT to create unique pieces of text, from poetry to prose. By carefully crafting your prompts, you can guide the AI to generate creative pieces that are nuanced, engaging, and downright impressive. Imagine having your own AI co-writer that understands your style and helps you overcome writer's block. In the world of customer service, prompt engineering can help create more effective chatbots. These chatbots can serve as the first line of support for many businesses, answering frequently asked questions, guiding users through troubleshooting steps, or even assisting with bookings and orders. By refining your prompts, you can ensure your chatbot provides accurate, helpful responses that improve customer satisfaction. Now let's think about education. With prompt engineering, we can design AI tutors that provide personalized learning experiences. These AI tutors can generate practice questions, provide explanations, or even assess student answers. With the right prompts, these tutors can adapt to each student's learning style, making education more accessible and effective. In the field of research, whether it's scientific, historical, or legal, AI models can help sift through vast amounts of data to extract valuable insights. Prompt engineering can guide these models to focus on specific areas, making the research process more efficient and accurate. But it's not just about improving the tasks we already do. Prompt engineering can also open up brand new possibilities. For example, imagine an AI model that can draft emails or reports in your unique writing style, or a model that can generate coding scripts based on your specifications. The potential applications are only limited by our imagination. Remember, prompt engineering isn't just about getting the AI to do what you want. It's also about understanding the AI's limitations and finding creative ways to work around them. It's a bit like training a dog. You can't just tell it what to do. You have to understand its instincts, its capabilities, and its limitations. You have to work with it, not against it. And when you do, you might just be amazed at what it can achieve. So whether you're a writer, a customer service representative, a teacher, a researcher, or just someone who's curious about the potential of AI, prompt engineering can help you get the most out of your AI and generative model projects. It can help you create more effective, efficient, and innovative solutions. It can help you push the boundaries of what's possible. As you can see, prompt engineering can be a game changer in your AI and generative model projects. So, are you ready to get started with prompt engineering? Imagine the possibilities. You, yes you, are on the brink of stepping into an exciting realm of innovation, where you have the power to shape and guide the AI conversation. Prompt engineering isn't just about making a chatbot respond or generating a piece of text. It's about creating meaningful interactions, sparking creativity, and pushing the boundaries of what AI can achieve. Think about the unprecedented potential you hold. With prompt engineering, you can tailor the AI's responses to your needs, whether it's a friendly chatbot for your website, a creative writing assistant, or a sophisticated system answering complex queries. The power to influence AI behavior is right there at your fingertips. Now let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've covered. We've journeyed through the ins and outs of prompt engineering, understanding its science, and learning a host of tips and tricks. We've explored how to avoid common pitfalls and looked at practical applications that can inspire your own projects. The beauty of prompt engineering lies in its versatility. It's not confined to a specific field or application. Regardless of your project, be it in education, healthcare, business, or entertainment, effective prompt engineering can elevate your AI models to a new level. But remember, prompt engineering is an art as much as it is a science. It requires patience, practice, and a bit of creativity. And just like any other skill, it gets better with time. So, don't be disheartened if your first few attempts don't yield the results you envisioned. Keep experimenting, tweaking, and learning. Also, don't forget that you're part of a larger community of AI enthusiasts. Share your experiences, learn from others, and contribute to this ever-evolving field. After all, each one of us has a unique perspective that can enrich the collective knowledge and push the boundaries of what AI can achieve. Before we wrap up, let's revisit the core takeaway. Prompt engineering is about guiding AI to generate meaningful and relevant responses. It's about training the AI not just to understand, but to think, to reason, and to communicate effectively. And the most incredible part? You're the one who gets to decide how it's done. So, are you excited yet? We hope this journey has sparked your curiosity and equipped you with the knowledge to start your own prompt engineering adventure. Remember, the power of AI and generative models is in your hands. Start experimenting with prompt engineering today and unlock the full potential of these technologies.